Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. Oh my goodness, it is really early. Check this out, Descendants and Zombies fans. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 7:19 a.m.
If you can even believe that, I am your host, Jonathan Clarke, broadcasting this show from my office this early in the morning to prepare you for a zombie apocalypse and the upcoming premiere of the Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour special, which everybody is really excited about. So last night, I saw the preview for the first time ever that Disney Channel just premiered, and it looks absolutely spectacular. For those of you who have wanted to experience this all over again and relive this experience, you will have the chance coming up on February 19th. And I am incredibly excited, and I've never felt more honored to be a part of this and to share in this experience with each and every one of you, because you have forever and always deserved to be a part of something special. I say this because I've always wanted to be a part of something special. Now, that may have came in the form of me believing that the chances of a zombie apocalypse happening was more believable than anybody else who has ever reviewed Descendants of Zombies and taken themselves up in the opportunity to ever be a part of something special. Or an alien invasion, because I've always wanted to get beamed up by an alien mothership and come back and tell you guys what it was like. But the thing is, guys, we only have ever so many opportunities to really experience something special in this lifetime. And if it came in the form, if it happened for you, because of Descendants of Zombies, I have forever and always wanted to encourage that, because you may have had a favorite star or a favorite moment from this tour. Many of whom will be watching the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour concert special to see if they can see themselves in the crowd, because you probably still have that ticket stub as a memory from the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour that you attended, because it was the most special night of your life, a moment that you wanted to last for forever. And I can understand that, because when I record a video about Descendants of Zombies, I'm always thinking about you and how you felt about experiencing the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. It means so much to me to have had the chance to be a part of this, and to share with you my story about how I became a fan of Descendants of Zombies, and how I may have been a fan of Clarke and for pretty much my entire life. I say this because I remember these girls when they were really young, perhaps the age of 12 years old, and all they ever wanted to do was entertain each and every one of you, and to share a moment and to be on that stage performing in front of all of you. Regardless of how many of you may have felt about them, all they ever wanted to do was be a part of your lives. Kind of like this guy. I always wanted to be a part of your lives, and many of you have known who have been subscribed here to this YouTube channel for a very long time. You know that I've never ever wanted to be forgotten. I had no idea how I was going to relate to Descendants of Zombies fans or even be accepted by them, but you guys chose this YouTube channel as your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. It has been my honor to create so many wonderful videos to inspire people to even become fans of Descendants of Zombies who have never given these products a chance, because when you give these franchises and this product a chance, you really have a chance of experiencing magic, because over the years we have been a part of so many magical moments that Disney has created, but we have never been a part of something so magical, quite like Descendants of Zombies, for how it's touched our hearts, how we've resonated with these characters, and we've heard their stories and we gave them a chance. Characters like Clarke and Charles Red, Malia Baker's Chloe Charming, we fell in love with them because we've all had a favorite character that has made us a fan of Descendants of Zombies, that has brought us to this significant moment in our lives on the night that our lives changed for forever because of the Worlds Collide Tour, or the first night we ever saw Descendants because we took something special away from it. I would be lying to you guys if I told you I never took anything special away from Descendants of Zombies, because I really did. I saw passion in the hearts of these girls who just wanted to bring these franchises to life, especially this new cast, because I think a lot of people had a hope and a dream that Descendants was going to last for forever. From the very first moment you saw the original trilogy and the portrayal of these characters done by Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson, you believed that this franchise was the first franchise that actually had a chance of lasting for forever. And the one thing that I've wanted to encourage through every video that I've ever recorded is that these franchises do have a chance of lasting for forever, because what it comes down to is how much each and every one of you have believed in these franchises with all of your heart. And you guys certainly have never quit on these franchises or their stars, because you saw something special in them. So when it came to being a part of these conversations, all I ever wanted to do was say something nice about your favorite stars and give you hope for that unforeseeable future, because we never seem to know what that future has in store. It's kind of like going and seeing a movie and never knowing what the previews are going to detail, because you never know what's coming next to theaters. But when you finally find out what's going to be happening next and what's going to follow in the footsteps of what you're currently seeing, you become more excited than ever before. And I have always believed that Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland is going to see an expansion. We're going to see this go beyond Descendants Wicked Wonderland because it has had a way of touching everybody's heart in so many unimaginable ways for its beautiful characters, and with such an extensive library of characters that Disney has yet to offer to the Descendants of Zombies franchises. Don't you think we can continue on believing that there's going to be something special happening for Descendants of Zombies? This is something I've often wanted to encourage. Because you should never be afraid to let the world know how you truly feel about Descendants of Zombies. And if you are somebody who was just as excited to attend the Worlds Collide Tour this past summer, and you're even more excited to see this upcoming concert special on both Disney Plus and Disney Channel, my heart has forever and always been with you guys. I was always a fan of the original Disney Channel work because the original animation from the late 1990s was so special for me, because I remember growing up in a generation where Disney would release all this fantastic animation. And that was ultimately what I became a fan of. And Disney Channel has gone through a real evolutionary process over the years, because we've seen Disney go from original animation to focusing on live-action TV shows such as Hannah Montana, Sweet Love for Zack and Cody, and all these really cool live-action Disney Channel original movies like Kim Possible, High School Musical, Brother Bear, Teen Beach Movie. We've seen the best of them come and go, and so many incredible moments happened for Disney Channel. But I think this is going to be a really groundbreaking moment, where more people are going to become fans of Descendants of Zombies than perhaps ever before, and be given a chance to believe in this one more than they ever had, because you may have had a favorite character. Hey, if your favorite character was always Bridget from the Descendants franchise, or Ruby Rose Turner's portrayal of this character, my heart is forever and always with you guys, because I was just as supportive of Ruby. You know, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened, I think the first person I would check on would be Ruby Rose Turner, because I've always had a special place in my heart for Ruby and how much she meant to this franchise. Even though her time with the Descendants franchise was very short-lived and she never really had that much of a chance to tell her story to us as the young Queen of Hearts, I've always believed that her story was far from having been told and completed, because I think that we've all loved a character from Descendants of Zombies, because that's what made us a fan, hearing their story. And hearing their story for the first time ever is really what made us feel intrigued and made us feel connected to a story that we never ever thought that we would love so much. And Descendants of Zombies has really been a life-changing experience for a lot of people, because some of the most beautiful friendships of all time have happened because of Descendants of Zombies. I have experienced this firsthand, and you know something? People who became friends over a decade ago over Descendants of Zombies and these conversations and how they bonded are still friends to this very day. They are friends 15 years later because they saw something special in Descendants of Zombies and they gave this one a chance. And if you've ever wanted to give anything Disney has ever promoted a chance, I think the time has never been more apparent for us all to be fans of Descendants of Zombies, while we continue to offer encouragement that there is something special on the horizon for every star of this franchise. Because I really do believe that the stars of Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker are setting up to shine brighter than ever before. And the best we can do as fans is offer you encouragement that something special is going to happen, because many of us have been passionate about Descendants of Zombies for very different reasons, collecting dolls or Descendants of Zombies merch. And I must say, the Descendants of Zombies dolls are incredibly beautiful, and I love them so much, and I love everybody who is so passionate about collecting them, because years ago I used to spend a lot of money and a lot of time collecting my favorite professional wrestling action figures. There were thousands of them, and while I may have never had the opportunity to collect over 1,000 professional wrestling action figures, I had so much fun, following my passions. Because that's the one thing that I've always wanted you guys to do, is forever and always follow your passion. Whatever you're passionate about, continue on being passionate about whatever you believe in, because as you follow your passions, you achieve your dreams. You set a goal for yourself, which is what your dream begins with, and when you finally realize that your dream is happening for you, there is no greater feeling in the world that you could ever have the chance to experience. Believe you me, I've experienced it many times, and one of my most incredible dreams of all time recently just came true, because this became everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel. I never ever imagined that I would be hosting everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel, but it happened for me because you guys really believed in this YouTube channel and you saw something special in me as the host of it. And now we turn our attention to February 19th and the upcoming premiere of the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide Tour concert special, and everybody is so excited about it. If you haven't seen the preview, it is all over Disney's social media pages. They are trying to get us all excited for this one, and I think they've effectively done it because it is on the Disney Channel Music YouTube channel. It is on all Disney social media pages, such as Instagram and, of course, TikTok, and it's really, really fun, seeing these stars having so much fun with this experience, because I think this was really a life-changing experience, not only for fans, but also for everybody who was involved with the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. It was such a huge honor for me to be able to share with you my story about how I became a fan of this franchise. And it was a story that I know that I will never ever forget, and that will hold a very special place in my heart, because if you ever wanted to believe in something, I think Descendants of Zombies was the first franchise to ever give you a chance to believe in something special and to truly feel a part of something special. I remember over 18 years ago when Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds concert experience premiered, and everybody was so excited about it. The people who attended the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds concert experience never ever forgot it. But, when you think about this concert experience and compare it to the Hannah Montana concert experience, this one really blew this one out of proportion, and there's really been no comparison to how much Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide meant to thousands of people, because thousands of people came home, they recorded their opinions in YouTube videos, and they had a greater appreciation for Descendants of Zombies because they experienced it for the first time ever. I really wish that more critics than did would have taken away something special from the Worlds Collide Tour, because it seemed like a lot of people really didn't want to put into perspective just how special this was for fans, which is why I really believe that the best reviews that were uploaded on YouTube came from fans who saw something special, obviously, in the franchises. And that was what was so cool for me, was hearing your stories from your perspective about how you experienced it. And I really wish that Disney would have taken themselves up on the opportunity to have had fan stories included in this documentary. Because we see these documentaries happening all the time for Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande, and hearing fans' perspectives. And I really wish that Disney would have recorded your stories, would have taken the chance to get to know you guys for being the fans of Descendants of Zombies that you forever and always been. Because we've always had a favorite moment, or a favorite character, or a favorite song that has made us a fan of Descendants of Zombies. One of my favorite songs from the Descendants of Zombies franchises always have been Life is Sweeter When You Are, because Life is Sweeter When You Are was such a beautiful song that really put into perspective just how much further kindness can take a person in this lifetime, because I've always believed that, kind people in this lifetime is something we never seem to see enough of. But I've always believed that there are kind people out there in this world. We just have to look harder to find them. But the one thing that I very quickly realized about this niche was there were so many incredible fans who believed in it with all their heart, who have never ever quit on this franchise and the moments that had made them fans of Descendants of Zombies. Because, the Worlds Collide Tour was something special for everybody. Everybody took something special away from it. Either a moment, a Q&A session that they may have attended, the chance to have met your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars, which they loved the opportunity to do just as much as each and every one of you. I would have loved to have been one of these journalists who had the chance to cover the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour in person. Now, I may have never had the chance to have covered the Worlds Collide Tour in person, but the one thing I noticed and took away from all the videos that I reviewed on YouTube were the energy in every venue. The energy was at an all-time high, and you guys were incredibly supportive of who and what you loved. You've always known who and what you loved, haven't you? And because you've always known who and what you loved, you always had a great deal of respect and love and support for them. And I think because of that, you should never be afraid to let the world know how you truly feel about Descendants of Zombies, because, as I've said many times, it really was a life-changing experience. It really allowed you to put your own life into perspective. You had a dream of wanting to be a part of these productions, so because you've always wanted to have a dream to be a part of these productions, I think they should be encouraged. I've even seen fans go up to people like Dove Cameron and Kylie Control asking them what they had to do to be a part of these franchises because they were so magical. And I think if you've ever believed in magic in your lifetime, I think the time was never more apparent because of what Descendants of Zombies offered. It offered you a chance of believing in hope. It offered you a chance at second hope and redemption. So because it offered you a chance at hope and a second chance for everybody, and one even believing in true love no matter how far you had to go to find true love in your lifetime, because it takes people longer than ever given credit for sometimes to find true love. I think that's what's so magical about Descendants of Zombies, is how hope really exists for everybody when you least expect it, because I never imagined that I would be sitting here with the most popular Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel having ever been created. I am one of the most recognizable faces and one of the most recognizable voices when it comes to the Descendants of Zombies franchises for how I've been able to relate to thousands of people and because of how I felt about Descendants of Zombies. I never imagined that this was possible for me, but it happened for me because I believed in it with all of my heart. And in order to create videos about Descendants of Zombies, you really got to believe in it with all of your heart. You really got to give people hope for that foreseeable future, and let them know that a future is coming, because indeed a future is coming for Descendants of Zombies. What we are setting ourselves up for is to be a part of history. So because we have a chance to be a part of history for the first time ever in our lives, I think it's an opportunity we should really seize and take full advantage of. And that's all I've ever wanted to be a part of, is something special. And I got the chance to be a part of something special because of Descendants of Zombies fans who believed in Descendants of Zombies with all their heart, and who loves this guy for recording videos about Descendants of Zombies at only 7:19 every morning. I love the chances I have to have these conversations with thousands of people, because you never know how many hearts you're going to touch. And that's really the only hope a YouTube content creator for Descendants of Zombies has, is that he's going to touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies some way or somehow. A fan of Freya Sky who may be watching your video. A fan of Kylie Contrell who believes in Kylie with all of her heart. If you are somebody who believes in these stars with all of your heart, you are more than welcome to hit that subscribe button. You are more than welcome to share your story with me about how you became a fan of Descendants of Zombies and how you discovered the power of Descendants of Zombies and how you were left in awe. Because thousands of people were left in awe and really breathless. And to be honest with you guys, Descendants of Zombies really stole my heart. And to be honest with you guys, I've never wanted my heart back, because my heart has forever and always belonged with each and every one of you, and you guys have forever and always held a very special place in my heart for how much you've meant to me and how much you've meant to this channel, and the opportunity and the chance that I had to relate to each and every one of you through sharing my story about being a fan of Descendants of Zombies with each and every one of you. You guys have truly believed in Descendants of Zombies with all of your heart, and because of that, I've always wanted to honor you. Now, while I can't speak for every other YouTube content creator out there who may never feel the same way about the fandom of Descendants of Zombies, I know that this has been a life-changing experience for me, and I've really had the time of my life creating videos for every fan of Descendants of Zombies who has believed in it with all of their heart. So I just want to take this moment at about 7:35 a.m. in the morning to say thank you to everybody who has loved Descendants of Zombies with all of their heart. Because the chance that I have to talk about Descendants of Zombies, they are very rare. And when I have the chance to have these conversations with thousands of people, I can only hope that I'm going to inspire thousands of people to give them a reason to hit my subscribe button and to support this really crazy journey that I've been on for what feels like forever. I've had the honor of meeting thousands of people who love Descendants of Zombies with all their heart. I've had the honor to touch all of your hearts, and even with how many fans of Descendants of Zombies I've already met, I still have thousands of Descendants of Zombies fans that I have yet to meet, and I look forward to meeting, because there's always somebody new who is watching these videos, who loves Freya Sky with all of their heart. So because there is always somebody who loves Freya Sky with all of their heart out there watching these videos, I want you guys to know that I understand how you feel, and I will forever and always support you as the voice of Descendants of Zombies, which I've had the honor of doing for at least the last over 2 years. I've been a part of the Descendants of Zombies franchises and this niche for over 10 years. I was recording videos about Descendants of Zombies all the way back in 2015. And I've pretty much been a part of this franchise since its inception. And since its inception, we've seen so many changes happen, so many people come and go from these franchises, but I think whoever we were a fan of has forever and always remained with us, and forever and always held a very special place in our heart for how much Descendants of Zombies has really changed our lives and really allowed us to put our own lives into perspective. And as we continue on our incredible journey Descendants of Zombies has given us more reason to believe than perhaps ever before. If you are somebody who has never subscribed here to this YouTube channel, I welcome you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am welcoming you in to this conversation because we can never seem to have enough time to have these conversations. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this video to my YouTube channel really early this morning to beat out the algorithm and hope that somebody who is so excited about the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour concert special is going to hit my subscribe button. Because really, that's the only hope a YouTube content creator has, along with the chances of believing a zombie apocalypse has never been more apparent than ever before. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I, of course, am your host, Jonathan Clarke, and I will have more great videos throughout today, so keep watching for those videos to drop in the YouTube channel archives. It has forever and always been my honor to create wonderful videos about Descendants of Zombies because I have become the most revered and certainly the most celebrated Descendants of Zombies content creator of all time. Thank you so much for having a special place in your heart forever and always for this YouTube channel, and thank you so much for believing in Descendants of Zombies with all of your heart and for watching this video at only just 7:39 a.m. in the morning, if you can even believe that, because it's Descendants of Zombies or die, and that's all we've ever known and all we've ever wanted to believe in. So as long as we can give people hope that there is a foreseeable future coming for Descendants of Zombies, that's all that's ever really mattered. Thank you so much for having watched this video.